folks, hand me here. What's this? Butterfly with the hiccups. Reminds me of a story. I have a good friend. He's a large man, but he got the hiccups so bad he had them for about 2 weeks. Okay, and they were starting to hurt him. And everybody made suggestions. Drink a gallon of water or something and eat pickles. So he did the gallon of water thing. And every time he got up and he had to relieve himself, so he goes in the bathroom and couldn't help but hear him. Right, so you hear him piddle a little bit, and then he'd hiccup, and then you hear, "Dang it!" And then he'd go again, and then he'd hiccup, and you'd hear, "Dang it!" Apparently, every time he hiccuped. So that didn't work. So then they said, well, drink pickle juice. So he drank a jar of pickle juice, ate all the pickles, still didn't help. Somebody said, you got to stand on your head. He says, he's like, do you see the size of me? My neck will not support my weight. He says, it barely holds up my head. Right? So that didn't work. So I leaned over to his wife and I whispered in her ear. She comes and she says, okay, yeah, let's see. And then she goes, you got to scare him. And he says, no, I'm a big guy. Nothing scares me. He's like, what's going to scare me? Look at me, right? Rough and tumble. So it was like, okay. So I look at her and we just start giggling. We go into the bathroom. We come back out. What she did was she took a thermometer, just an electronic thermometer. And now for demo purposes, I can't find the thermometer. So I just put a little piece of tissue in it just so that you could see it on camera. Well, she takes it. She walks out of the bathroom. She goes, oh, dear. He's like, what's the matter? She goes, we're pregnant. And he hopped up and he's like, what? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, no, what, how? And he hiccups really hard, right? And she goes, well, you know how, she says, but apparently we're having twins. And he's like, no, that can't be. We can't have twins. We got a teenager just learning how to drive a car. What are we going to do with two new little babies running around? He's like, I can't take that kind of stress like this. And she goes, thought you didn't get scared. And he's like, I am now. And she goes, your hiccups are gone too. And he was just like, 2 weeks later, they went to see the justice of the peace. They renewed their vows. And when the judge asked him, why do you want to renew your vows? He puts his arm around her, kisses her on the forehead, and he says, my wife is a freaking medical genius. All right. You got someone with the hiccups. You got to scare them. All right. God bless. Have a great Wednesday. And everybody, stay happy, stay in love, stay fun. Okay. Take care. Keep your moonshine on. Bye now.